Good morning, students. Today we will start the third part of Trade to Territory, but I think I should revise once. So, as I told you that in 1600, East India Company got a charter from her Queen Elizabeth I, and came into Eastern country to find a new land to do trade. But before East India Company, Portuguese were exiting at that time in our country. Why they want a new land? They want new land to get a new thing at a very low cost. So all those all those companies were actually a mercantile company. Mercantile means they wanted the goods at a low price, taking that to the other countries and sold at a high price. Means they want to get a huge profit with this. This brought problem among all the companies. They were come into competition. Why were they come into competition? Because all the companies wanted the same goods. And what were the things that everybody wants? That was cotton, silk, and different type of spices like cloves, pepper, like this. Why they want these things? They want these things because these things were available in the country like India, and they wanted to take these goods and sell at a high price in other countries to get profit. So to get profit, it was very necessary for them that they remove the other companies, other people. How they can remove other companies? By fires, battles. What were the other methods that they used to follow? They used to they used to sink other ships. They used to destroy the land routes. They used to block the sea route. They used to maintain the army in their factories. They start doing fortifications. So these are the various ways through which they try to eliminate the competition. But when this fortification happen in others country land, will the local ruler will permit for that? No. Again they will come into conflict with the local rulers. So how did the British enter into the conflict with local leaders? We will find out this in this part of the video. So now East India Company began its trade from Bengal. They established its first factory near Hooghly in 1615. It was not any manufacturing factory. Actually, it was where a warehouse or storehouse where goods are stored which were exported from India to other countries. Official residence also exist near the factory because they involved in the transaction activity, in business activity of the factory. So slowly the business of British start expanding large and large, and they were able to get huge profit. Now Now they want to secure the place where goods were stored as well as the place where officials were living. So they start making the fort around the factory. And this process was called fortification. Fortification why? Because they want to secure, they want to protect the good from the other rival companies, from the other means enemies, and they also protect the life of their officials. So they start making the fort around the factory. But as they start doing construction around the factory, it needed more money, and trade was not enough to fulfill their requirement. So they bribed the Mughal officials to secure the zamindari right of 3 villages. What is the meaning of zamindari rights? Zamindari rights means rights to collect taxes. As you know that during that time most of the places have villages, and villagers produce the crops, and on that crop they had to give tax to the Mughal officials or any local ruler official. But now, by giving the bribe to Mughal officials, British British took over the zamindari rights over 3 villages. At that time, British also persuaded Mughal Empire Aurangzeb to issue a farman that stating that British could do trade without giving any tax. Farman means royal order. But now British was not going to be satisfied with this. They want more and more concession. They used to pressurize the local rulers to get more and more concessions and to get huge profit. But at that time, the company officials were doing their private trade also. So these company officials start misusing the farman, and they also were doing their private trade without paying tax to the Bengal local rulers. So because of this, the Bengal of Nawab was getting huge loss of revenue. So now we will see that what will happen next, how the Nawab of Bengal will respond on this action of the company. तो इससे पहले बताया था कि औरंगजेब की जब डेथ हो जाती है तो औरंगजेब के डेथ के बाद ऐसा नहीं है कि मुगल अंपायर खत्म हो जाता है। लगातार एक के बाद एक लगभग 13-14 रूलर्स बैठते हैं, लेकिन वो सभी रूलर्स वीक होते हैं। So after the death of Aurangzeb, many regional kingdoms emerged and they asserted their autonomy, they asserted their power. So one of the independent region was बंगाल। उसमें से एक कौन सा एरिया था? वो था बंगाल। और बंगाल ही वो जगह थी जहाँ पे ब्रिटिश ने सबसे पहले अपनी फैक्ट्री को इस्टेब्लिश किया, अपने ट्रेड को बढ़ाया, अपनी एक्टिविटी को शुरू किया। Okay, so now after the death of Aurangzeb, Bengal governor Murshid Quli Khan became the ruler and established independent state. Okay, so who established independent state in Bengal? That was Murshid Quli Khan. सबसे पहले मुर्शीद कुली खां गद्दी पर बैठते हैं. After his death, Ali Vardi Khan got the post, and after his death, Sirajuddaulah will get the throne. So all these 3 rulers were very powerful rulers, and they denied to give any concession in taxes to British. They did not consider British officials as anybody important. For them, they are just a trader. So when they are doing the trade, it's mean they will have to pay the tax. Okay, but company refused, saying that Aurangzeb has given them farman to do duty-free trade. So on this answer, Bengal Nawab became furious. So what were the demands of Bengal Nawab? Bengal demanded that they will not give any concession in taxes to company, and they also stopped the company to mint his coin. They also stopped the company from extending its fortification. वो अपना बना रहे थे ना किला अपनी फैक्ट्री को प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए, तो बंगाल के नवाब ने ये भी बोला कि हम ये सब को मानेंगे नहीं, आप ये फैक्ट्री के चारों तरफ जो बिल्डिंग्स बना रहे हैं इसको बनाना बंद कीजिए। and they were also demanded large tributes for the company right to trade. And they also said that because of this duty free trade that British officials doing and that company was doing, because of this Bengal is getting huge loss of revenue. Okay, but in the eyes of the British, they were the Bengal rulers are still local rulers, and they got all these duty free right from the Mughal Empire. So, so British were thinking that local rulers have no any right to ask us questions because we are working under the Mughal Empire, and Mughal Empire has given us permission. So how can these local rulers, these rulers of Bengal, create any questions on our work? So both the side means British officials and Bengal Nawab have their own argument. Both are unsatisfied and angry with each other, and finally they met in Battle of Plassey. Okay, so this conflict led to the confrontation, and finally Battle of Plassey happened between Sirajuddaulah and British Governor General Robert Clive. रॉबर्ट क्लाइव उसमें मद्रास में थे, लेकिन जब ब्रिटिशर्स को ये पता चला कि सिराजुद्दौला ने जा के फैक्ट्री पर अटैक कर दिया है, फैक्ट्री को लॉक कर दिया है, चारों तरफ से उसको घेर लिया है, तब रॉबर्ट क्लाइव अपना पूरा सेना वोना लेकर के वो बंगाल में जाते हैं और फिर वहां पर जो है आगे का काम होता है। बट इन दिस वॉर नवाब वॉज डिफीटेड। इस वॉर में जो है वो जो सिराजुद्दौला है वो हार जाते हैं, उनकी उनकी डेथ हो जाती है। वाई ही वॉज डेथ? उनकी डेथ इसलिए होती है बिकॉज हिज कमांडर, उनका एक कमांडर होता है मीर जाफर, डिड नॉट रीच ऑन द बैटल फील्ड टू टेक हिज आर्मी। वाई ही डिड नॉट रीच एट द बैटल फील्ड? Because Clive made him promise that after the death of Nawab he would be the next ruler of Bengal। ठीक है, तो क्लाइव से के साथ इस मीर जाफर का समझौता हो जाता है कि अगर तुम नवाब का साथ न दे करके मेरा साथ दोगे तो नवाब की डेथ के बाद तुमको बंगाल का रूलर बना दिया जाएगा। तो मीर जाफर वॉज टेम्प्टेड बाय द रॉबर्ट क्लाइव, एंड इन दिस वे पूरी आर्मी नहीं पहुंच पाती है उस वॉर एरिया में, प्लासी के मैदान में, और अल्टीमेटली without fighting any war, Nawab was defeated, and ultimately the Battle of Plassey means this British officials won in this Battle of Plassey। So do this question answer. Thank you.